to deal with a date that talks too much. This is a situation that happens to a lot of people. They go on a date and they figure it's a date, right? So we're going to get to know each other. And next thing they know, the person that they're out on a date with is talking so much that they can't get a word in edgewise. This happens to a lot of people on dates, and it's a problem. How do you deal with a date that talks so much during the date that you essentially can't really get a word in? All you're doing is probably just kind of, nodding or making gestures. You can't really speak, and when you start speaking, you don't last very long because they cut you off and continue going on and they're blah 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 talking. So how do you deal with a situation like this on a date? Well, if they're talking and talking and talking about whatever it is they're talking about, it's clear that you have two situations going on here. They're probably the type of person who just talks a lot, or they're the type of person who is all about themselves. Now, let's look at both scenarios. If they're a person that talks a lot and that's just in their nature, then that might not mean too much. It might not be something that's negative. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are, all about themselves. So in a situation like that, let them talk it out. Just let them talk. And the best thing to do then is let them talk and keep talking, and then you're going to have to do something really bold here. You're going to have to say this. You're going to have to say, I would love to actually have a conversation with you. You're going to have to tell them that. And I guarantee you, if you say that, if you say, I would love to have a conversation with you, they're going to stop and they're actually going to have a conversation with you. They're going to probably apologize, and because they don't realize that they're doing it. So again, like I said, it's not so much that this person is all about themselves. They just don't realize it because this is their nature. So just say something like that, and trust me, you can get a conversation going back and forth. With the second scenario, if they're just talking and talking and it's all about themselves, then clearly this may be a date that you don't want to continue having, or you may not want a future date, because if this person is talking all about themselves and that's all they care about, then and you're not getting a word in edgewise because of that, then this may not be a person that you really want to see again in the future. So I'm Lucas. Talk to you again next time.